What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to Nerdulator. This is episode 2. I'm your host, Alpha Prime 88. My co-host, John, better known as Legends of Cybertron.
Hello.
And as I said before, this is episode 2. So hopefully you'll have checked out episode 1, where we discussed Overwatch and the ups and downs of that. If you haven't checked that out already, definitely go check that out. And put something in the comments to maybe get a bit of discussion going about it. There were some very interesting topics came up in that discussion. We have a new discussion for you today, and that is going to be based around the MCU, the actual live action Marvel Universe. We have a wee bit of sort of stuff to touch on with that. So that will be our nerd topic. But let's get started off with your nerd month, John. How was yours? What thing, did you get anything?
I did. I got a few things. Well, I mean, I'm going to include the Overwatch figures, even though it was like kind of, I got them when we first did the other podcast. So, I'm going to, because I didn't really introduce them in the last one, did I?
No, I don't think so. I don't remember them, so that's fair. It's fair game. It's fair game.
Basically done by Funko. You got Reaper, you got Tracer, and you got Genji. The only point is with these is the legs fall off when you're trying to, pose them. So we won't pose them. We'll just kind of like leave them standing straight in on the old shelf.
Just standing statues.
Yeah, standing statues. And I also got Swoop and Scar from Core Class.
I know. I seen some of those at TFN, and I was tempted. I haven't bit the bullet on them. Like, I was like, I might just wait. They might do a gift set, maybe.
A gift set, eventually. Yeah. I do know that the hands that come with them. So, like, Scar's tail, I don't know if you can see it on the video there, but we won't be able to see it on podcast. Yeah. His tail is actually a hand for Volcanicus.
Right, yeah.
Looks like you stick your finger up like that, but there you go. And Swoop has got 2 guns under here.
Yeah.
Can see it there we go. 2 guns under his wings that when they fit together is the other hand of Volcanicus.
Yeah. Well, that's not good. Bad. At least they've sort of incorporated it into the actual toys themselves, which is not a bad thing.
Yeah, it's not bad at all. Now, I have one last thing, and then you can get started on yours. I got these yesterday when I was in Bolton. Bitty Pops, they're called. The Funko Pops, but they're tiny.
Oh, those are the wee, like, really, really small, like, and you dare not take them out of the box, because...
Hang on, where's the camera gone? There you go.
I seen a wee Optimus Prime one of those over at TFN, like, and I...
Oh, was the one there?
Yeah, and me and the wife were looking at it, and I says, that's one of those things, if you ever took it out of that package, and you dropped it, it's gone. It's gone forever.
Oh, God, yeah.
You're never finding that.
The boxes aren't that bad. They're actually made of plastic, and you can just take the figure out at the bottom, but they are screwed in.
Ah, happy days. I didn't know that.
But like you can see 3 in the box, and the 4th one's like a mystery. And they call it a mystery bitty.
So, did you open the mystery one? What did you get in the mystery one? Did you open the mystery one?
I got Hammerhead.
Very good.
Let me have a look.
Hammerhead.
Is he a bounty hunter? Or is he in Tatooine?
Oh, yes.
That dude.
Yeah. I can't remember where he is.
But, it's like, when you look on the back, the mystery... I don't know whether it's the right or wrong this, but on the mystery figures, they actually look like, on the back of the box, it shows you what you get in the line, and yet they go, you get one of these, it's like, but he was literally at the end of the line of Vader, a stormtrooper, and the TIE fighter pilot. I was just like, so the mystery figure is the one that you're advertising on the back of your box then?
That's not so mystery.
So if you're going to go and try and find the silver stormtrooper, it's in the one with Obi-Wan, alright?
Yeah, not so much of a mystery then.
Yeah, not much. That's it. That's all I've got.
Awesome. That's not bad, like.
It's not bad. I mean, it's little bits here and there, but it's not too bad.
That's it. Like I said, like, see, if I hadn't been at TFN this month, mine would have been next to nothing. Actually, no, lies. One thing. Would have been this guy. I'm doing that thing of lifting one thing off a shelf. And
Oh no, I can't watch. Don't do it.
So bar TFN, my one sort of pickup this month has been my Vans Toys pipes.
Oh yeah.
And actually, no, it might actually be a couple of things actually. I forgot, they're sitting there. So I got pipes from Vans Toys. And oh no, he's gonna fall.
Oh no.
Paraglide's gonna fall. So there was a couple of things actually. I left them there too on purpose. So I got, these are on my sort of unboxing video there recently. So I got Knockout, or no, not Knockout, Shadow Striker.
Shadow Striker.
Yeah.
Excellent.
So I got Shadow Striker. I pointed this out too in the unboxing. Like, look, she's like hiding over there. She's not even in the middle of the window.
No.
Like, this gap.
Why is that?
I have no idea. I don't know whether it's I don't know whether it's missed package. I haven't really seen them in shops yet. Like, and then I got Smythe came in and Peter Parker.
Oh yeah.
So I got this set in. I'm gonna get them out now and put them up on the shelf. As I was saying in the unboxing video now, I think.
Excuse me. Sorry about that.
I think for me, as far as Spider-Man's concerned now, I think if I get a Vulture now, that'd be me done with that Spider-Man shelf. I've got all the characters that I used to love back in the old 90s Spider-Man show. So, let's get on to the TFN pickups.
Oh yeah, go on.
I got a Transmetal 2 Prowl. I don't know, I can't see where my camera is now. Where are we at? Can you see that?
How good was that? That is mint condition too, that.
Yeah, in package. The package is all dented and stuff. I'm going to take them out of it, so I don't mind. But it's in, like, I got this one because there's one of the other stalls and it was out of package and all the chrome was worn on it and stuff. So this one was like the same price, if not maybe £5 more. And it's in box, so the chrome's all really, really nice and shiny. So I was like, I think it was £5 extra. And I thought, for the extra £5, I'd really have one that's in pristine, sort of.
You always make that decision anyway, don't you? If you see something that's like the same figure but on another stall, but you'll pay just a little bit extra, you would actually do that.
Yeah.
Especially if you want it in pristine condition.
Especially when it's got chrome and stuff like that there. Like.
Yeah.
Next up, I got Energon Jetfire.
Hey.
Always wanted this guy. I never seen it around where I am, but his arms need a little tightening up.
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh, it's unreal. Like, they are really, really loose. The only thing, I got him for like £15, £10. The only thing is that he's missing the fin.
Oh. Gone off.
So he's missing this. He's missing the fin, but whenever he transforms, the two fins combine together anyway to make like a tail fin.
I get you.
So it doesn't actually really
Doesn't affect it really.
not overly like, but and he's missing his gun, but the gun doesn't bother me at all. Like, so I don't really care about the gun. But I might maybe look into getting the fin at some stage. I got Cybertron Menasor.
Wow.
Another one that eluded me. I always thought he was really, really cool, but I never ever seen him in the stores. I got this for a really, really good price as well, so I did. I think somewhere around £25 or £30, I think, anyway, but really, really good price on him. It's got everything, even the planet key. So, and his Minicon, who's blending in there on his arm. I don't know if you can see that.
Oh, yeah, just about.
100% complete. This one was the very first thing that I bought. As soon as I went in the door, it was sitting in Toy Fu. Alternator's Grimlock.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So I had to get this guy for the Grimlock shelf, and I didn't have it. Favorite characters, you had to get as many iterations of him as possible. He's complete. Gun, sword. I transformed him. Transforming him. I forgot how really intense alternators are. There's like the bottom half of them, the back half of the car is easy. That top half is madness, absolute madness.
We won't go there. No sweating.
Yeah. Then I got Crumple's one. As I said, it's very Unicron trilogy heavy, but it was all like really good prices that you couldn't pass up. I mean, I've watched this guy on eBay for ages, like, and he always goes for silly money for what it is. He is just a big chunk, but I really like him. This one was really good. Couldn't believe it as soon as I found it in a tub. Beast Wars Transmetal Dinobot. Transmetal 2 Dinobot. Teal.
Video keeps freezing. Oh
no.
Oh, that's better. Yeah. Oh yeah, I see it now.
Look at
cool.
Look at the chrome on it too, like. This is just loose.
Really nice.
And usually these are like broken or... So, really happy to get him. Always wanted him. Dinobot was one of my favourites in Beast Wars as well. Just had a thing about dinosaurs. And
we all.
got this set. I know this is a terrible set. I got Energon, Grimlock, and Swoop.
Oh, okay.
And they are not great figures, but it's Grimlock and Swoop. And I'm a massive Dinobot fan, so I picked these guys up. It's not overly bad. The Dino mode for Grimlock's not bad. The robot mode's is a little to be desired. I'm saving that one for last. So we've got two more. I've got two more. We've got Armada Blur with his Minicon. I didn't realise at the time. I was just so excited because he had his Minicon and he was complete and he was in robot mode and he looked perfect. There was no damage, no wear. There's no looseness, like the bits that pop out are locked in there tight. Didn't realise he didn't have his launchers or missiles. So he's missing his launchers or missiles. But I got him for like £10. So I've checked on eBay. There is a few going and stuff out there for a few £, but I'll get it at some stage. I'm not.
Yeah, of course.
It doesn't really affect them too much. Like the Minicom was more important to me and the actual robot itself. So
yeah.
But the best one I got at TFN, one of my favourite ones, G1 Boss. Complete.
Very nice. It looks a bit like is it Nightbeat that, or it looks a bit like it?
I don't know. I wouldn't be as well up on it to know, but I would say possibly it got done as a Nightbeat at some stage. But I remember my cousin having this when I was a kid. Whenever I went over to his house, I always really liked it and always wanted to play with it. So the stickers could do with a wee bit of touching up, but the blue on it is straight out of the package blue.
Yeah, nice.
There was one there in package from Leicester Vintage Toys, which actually did end up selling too. But I felt, it was in package, but the blue was sort of turning green.
Yeah.
Sun faded like really badly, and I sort of thought, you know what? I didn't want it in package anyway, but I thought mine's looks better. The stickers could probably do with a wee bit of touch up. I may look to see if Toy Hacks has the stickers for G1 Boss, which they possibly do, and then I might just take all these ones off and put fresh ones on. But it comes with all three of his little missiles too.
Oh, about it. That's alright.
Yeah. So I was really happy to find for a good price too. I can't even remember exactly what it was now, but it wasn't £100 anyway. Put it that way. So that is.
You did very well at TF Nation then, didn't you?
I did. I was really happy. I went with like a couple £100, so I got a 220 or something like there. So I spent pretty much that. Oh, actually, no, there's one more. Where is he? It was actually my good wife picked it up for me and didn't tell me or whatever. She just picked it up and handed it to me.
Grimlock.
A wee Legends RID 2015 Grimlock.
Yeah.
I was really chuffed with this because she knows I'm a big Grimlock fan. The fact that she even recognised this as Grimlock, I think he was in his T-Rex mode or whatever, but even at that, she went and picked him up and sort of handed it to me. So this guy means a lot. Just it's a nice wee memento. Doesn't have to be nothing extravagant. but it's really, really nice. So
Best ones ever are, mate.
Exactly.
Best ones ever are. You're all right.
Yeah. So I've done really, really well. With the budget that I had, to get the figures that I got. I mean, most of those figures there would have cost me well over 50 quid each, and I got that whole sort of bunch together for around 220. So
that's really good, really.
It really is, like, price. And I mean that budget was sort of set by me selling stuff too, like, so I think I did all right. Done very well. So we'll get on to the news stuff, and as I was just saying, whenever we come on, there has been leaks, and there's quite a lot of stuff here for next year, the year 2024, to do with the Legacy line, whether it'll still be called Legacy come next year. They maybe change it up the way that they done with the other lines. There's, I think, just one, I see this, there's like a Star Seekers capsule, no idea, but you might recognize some of the names in it. I'm guessing that's going to be next year's version of, you know, they done all the G2 sort of colours this year as like waves.
Oh yeah.
I'm assuming that's what that's going to be. We have one buzzworthy release, which I can nearly guarantee that yourself and I will be picking up. And then we have the Studio Series line, which has got all the movie verse stuff on it, like, so quite a few categories. So we will just get stuck into Legacy for next year, Wave 1, and it is penciled in for a January release of 2024. They seem to have listed these out from smallest to biggest, so we'll start with our core classes. There's going to be a core class Energon Megatron.
Okay.
So potentially I think it could be just a recolor maybe of the tank.
I think it might be, to be fair. Yeah.
I can't remember. No, hang on. Energon Megatron was a jet.
Oh, so it might be a bit like Shatterglass Megatron then, with the cannons on his shoulder.
Could be. And then I could get a retool. So we're getting a core class. We're going to get a core class Beast Wars Tasmanian Kid. Now, I think that's from Beast Wars 2nd or Beast Wars Neo. So that'll be an interesting one to see.
Yeah.
I think. Maybe if anyone's watching this and they're a big Beast Wars fan, they maybe know more than I do, but I'm not sure he's from Beast Wars 2nd or Beast Wars Neo, because I don't remember a Tasmanian Kid being in the original Beast Wars line, on the series anyway. Core class Boulder Crash. So I think they're getting into all these Rock Lords. So I'm assuming he's going to be some form of a Rock Lord.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Deluxe Animated Bumblebee. That'll be an interesting one. See how they do that, because I mean, I don't have it. The original animated Bumblebee I thought was fantastic. Like the engineering for that to make it look on screen accurate in both modes, like, was amazing bit of engineering, especially for the time. Deluxe Rescue Bots Chase. So that's a police car, I believe. I could definitely see that being like a retool of someone, a recolor.
Maybe Prowl, maybe, or someone.
Yeah, probably something along those lines. Deluxe Cyberverse Windblade. So we're finally getting another Windblade. I know there's one in Titan's Return, but it wasn't that great. The Generations one was probably the best one, but man, could you get that thing to stand? It's over there somewhere. But it is a nightmare to stand.
It reminds me of Iron Factory's Windblade in RC. Oh God.
They just like the wee
right pain.
High-heeled feet, and they just are not good for posing. Deluxe Magnus. Now I'm going to assume that's another Rock Lord.
Yeah.
So it'll be a deluxe scale.
Let's have a look at them on. Look them up. See what's going on.
I must look them up themselves. They only came out today, this afternoon, this list, so I haven't got a chance to maybe look it up. I'll maybe if I find any pictures, I'll maybe put them up along with.
Yeah,
Voyager Prime Thundertron. So that's the lion from Transformers Prime. So I can see him.
White, isn't it?
Yep. So I'm looking at him over there on the Prime shelf. So that'll be interesting. You know what? They've already done a Leo Prime, haven't they?
Yeah, I think.
What's the chances that's just going to be a recolor?
Yeah. More than likely.
They do like the
You know what,
recolors.
I suppose that's what they do. They're known as recolors.
Yeah. Voyager animated.
If they re-brought out Unicron a bit Primus as a different colour.
wouldn't be shocked. Voyager animated Optimus Prime. So again, that'll be another interesting one to see. But this is the standout one for me in this wave. Leader Beast Wars Tigerhawk.
Oh, now then. Was that a helicopter once upon a time? Tigerhawk.
Quite possibly.
Don't know why I've got that in my head.
It could have been. I think there's a few helicopters in the Movieverse line, like so, throughout the years. So it could have been one of those. But he's the Tiger and the Air Razor combined. So, well, fused together. They're not a combiner or nothing like that. But I'm really interested to see that. I'll wait the pictures come out of that one, and then there looks like Leader Optimus Prime. So, quite possibly a repackage.
Oh, look, it's Optimus Prime again.
Yeah, couldn't do a wave without Optimus in it or Megatron.
Here comes Wave 2, Bumblebee. Oh, there's a surprise. Wave 3, Soundwave. Oh, here we go.
Here we go. So, Wave 2, penciled in for an April 2024 release. We have Core Class Beast Wars or BM Cheetor. I'm going to assume that's possibly a
Beast Machines.
Type. Oh, Beast Machines, I never even thought of that.
Beast Machines.
Cheetor.
Cheetor. Because he was in both, wasn't he? Beast Machines and Beast Wars.
Yep.
Cheetor.
He was. Oh, I never even thought of
that.
Yeah. I think you might have nailed that. I just thought it was like a typo or something, but no, Beast Machines Cheetor. That could definitely be it. Core Class Beast Wars Dinobot.
Oh, so that'll be normal Dinobot, won't it? Won't be like Grimlock or anyone like that. It's just normal.
Just normal
Dinobot.
Yeah. And then we have a couple of G1 Deluxes, G1 characters. They've got Deluxe G1 Sure Shot. So that'll complete the Autobot Target Masters, I believe.
Yeah.
Because we've already had the other two. Deluxe G1 Gears.
Oh, aye. Yeah.
So we're getting him.
Oh, yeah, because they've done Deluxe Brawn as well.
Yeah. Yeah, we're guaranteed to get an Outback from that as well at some stage.
Easily.
He's usually the retool of Gears or Brawn.
Of Brawn, yeah.
So then we've got Deluxe Cyberverse Chromia. I don't know a lot of Chromia.
Chromia.
Yeah. I haven't really watched. I've seen bits and pieces of Cyberverse, but I've never actually sat down and just watched the whole lot of it. So Chromia from that. Then we have Deluxe Rock 2. So that's a Rock Lord, obviously.
Of course.
Rock 2. Obviously they haven't come up with a name yet, or they haven't got a name sorted yet for that. But
they're just keeping it secret for the time being.
Possibly. Maybe it's going to be a big one from the Rock Lord. I wouldn't know much about Rock Lords. I'll be interested to see what they are, but
I don't really know that much about Rock Lords, to be fair.
Yeah.
I don't. I used to have one when I was a kid, but it was like just one, and I got it off a boot fair or something like that. It was like 10p.
Yeah. I think my cousin had two. I think he had like the purple. It looked like a four-legged beast of some sort, and then there was like a human one with the hands like closed over the head, sort of pushed in. I remember it, but I had those two. So next up we have Voyager Beast Wars Silverbolt, who is pretty much, that's my favourite character, I think, in Beast Wars. It would be between him and Dinobot. Would be my favourite, so I'll be interested to see what that one looks like. Voyager Cybertron Starscream.
Oh.
So that could be interesting.
That could be very interesting.
And they have to do a Starscream, because then if they do a Starscream, they can always repaint it as 10 other Seeker people.
Yeah, they can.
That never gets old. It's just a money maker. And you'd think they would get cheaper because they're not having to retool it. All they're doing is putting different coloured plastic in. But no, they're still the same price. And then this one's good too. Leader G1 Sandstorm.
Oh.
That will be very interesting.
That will be very interesting, because they've already got a spring, haven't they?
Yeah. But the fact that they put G1 in there means they're going to try and capture the G1 character. So I'm hoping it's not just a recolor of Springer. I'll be really annoyed if it is.
Yeah.
I'm hoping they give him a full new mold for himself. So we will go to Wave 3, which is penciled in for a July 2024 release. One core class in this one is Rock 3. they really pushed the boat out in that one.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, now I definitely know they don't know the name for that one.
Yeah. It's going to be called It's going to be called Pebble, let's face it.
Pebble.
So next up we've got a deluxe, you'll never guess, RID Sideburn. I wonder why we thought we were going to get one of those.
Oh gee, look at that.
Yeah. Shadow Striker wasn't a pre-tool for something, was it?
No, definitely not. Nope.
Deluxe Cybertron Hotshot.
Oh, okay.
So that, I'm assuming that's going to be his car mode. Because I know in Cybertron it became the Cybertron Defense, and he got that, it was like a big armored truck then, like, when he got his power up. But I'm assuming that's going to be his car mode. Again.
Got to be on it.
Who knows? And then we have, well, they've put Deluxe Rock 3. So we have a core Rock 3 and we have a Deluxe Rock 3. So I'm assuming the 3 probably insinuates the Wave.
Yeah.
Because that's Wave 3 and Wave 2 had a Deluxe Rock 2. So I'm going to assume that's what that is. So we're getting another Rock Lord. Then we're getting a Deluxe Strong Arm repackage. Because we're getting Strong Arm now, hopefully in the next month. I might have it. Voyager Cybertron Vector Prime. That'll be a good one.
Oh yeah.
If they do it right.
Yeah. If they do it right. Yeah.
He's very sought after, the original that I have down there. He's very sought after, I think. So that'll be good to get that. Then we have another recolor.
Oh.
We have Leader.
Thundercracker.
Close. We have Leader Armada Galvatron.
Oh.
So we're just getting the Armada made.
Yeah. I was really right.
You were close. It was the Decepticon.
Yeah, it was a Decepticon, yeah. I didn't say somewhere.
So we'll go on to Wave 4, which is penciled in for October 2024. We are getting a Core Energon Galvatron. So first wave you're getting Core Energon Megatron. Wave 4 you're getting a Core Energon Galvatron.
I think 2025 February you'll get a shattered glass Megatron.
Correct.
And it was special edition with an extra tenner on top.
Correct. It'll be a limited release.
You get a comic with that. You get a free comic. You don't pay a tenner for the comic. You get a free one.
Yeah. Cheapers. Yeah, terrible. Next up is Deluxe G1 Optimus Prime.
Oh, okay. Another Prime.
And they better not just be just a repackage of Earthrise. Because, I mean, the Earthrise Prime is pretty G1 as is.
Yeah, it is.
So I'll be interested to see what that comes out as.
That might be something to do with what Transformers official was doing on Instagram earlier. They were asking which was your favourite Prime. There was G1, TFP Prime, Armada Prime, and Earthrise Prime.
Right.
They were asking people who was your favourite version of Optimus Prime. So that might be in prelude to what you just said then.
Quite possibly.
G1 Prime or whatever.
Yeah.
They might be trying to gauge what kind of Optimus might be good to bring out next.
Yeah. Could be. Deluxe Slipstream.
Slipstream, is that one of the girl jets?
Yes. Girl Seeker.
Ah, yeah. Oh, Seeker.
Yeah, Seekers. We like Seekers. I'm wondering
if... It's a recolor, remold, smaller version Seeker.
Yeah. It's gotta be a recolor / retool. Okay. She might get a new head.
Yeah. It'll be a retool of Windblade.
Oh, that's exactly what it's going to be.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's exactly what it's going to be, because that actually happened in the Generations line, didn't it? That's exactly, that's going to be a recolor of Slip or Windblade. That's it.
Yeah.
One, you've nailed it. 100%. We'll put the thing down right now. You heard it here first, folks.
Let's just establish what was here first.
Yeah. John called it.
Different now.
Yeah.
The minute comments, you were totally wrong, lad.
FYI, you were wrong.
Yeah, FYI, you were wrong, mate.
Hopefully, that's October 2024. They might forget then. We'll bring it up at our
it was
podcasting then, but if we're right, if we're wrong, we'll not even mention it.
Depends how many videos we get out between now and then.
Yeah. So next up is Deluxe G1 Quick.
Quick?
So, yeah, Quick.
Could be Quick Switch, maybe?
No, I think there was a Quick. I think...
Was it?
Was it Tank? Something tells me it's a Tank, but I'm not 100% sure. I could be wrong. But I think it was. It was in along the lines of these guys, I think. The G1 Boss and stuff like that. The Turbo Masters and stuff. I think it was in around that area. I think.
Cool. Possibly. Yeah, possibly then.
So then we have Voyager Animated Motormaster. That'd be an interesting one.
That would be very interesting.
Would it be interesting if they'd done the rest of the animated Stunticons?
Yeah. To be fair, that Menasol that's coming out, that's quite nice. Nice packet as well.
Yeah. I already have it. I already have it, so I can pass on that set, like, so. But it's a really nice idea for anybody that maybe missed, because a couple of them didn't really show up very readily available, if you know what I mean. So it'll be good for people that didn't miss that. So then we've got Voyager Metal Hawk repackage. So easy miss for me. I already have Metal Hawk, so that's a pass for me. But again, if people missed out on it, there's a second chance. And guess what the leader is for that wave?
Go on.
Soundwave. It doesn't say what Soundwave, but it's a Soundwave. We're getting Soundwave as a leader in wave 4.
Oh my god.
Hasbro's quite predictable in them sort of things, aren't they? They still stick to the core 6. They really do stick to that. Yeah, they really do stick to the core 6, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
So we'll just go through these next ones now. I think this is going to be along the lines of what they've done this year with the G2 recoloring. So we've got Star Seekers Capsule, which is coming out in July 2024, which would be roughly around the time that the G2 colouring sort of stuff came out. So
yeah, it was one set, something around that time.
So we have Deluxe 1. Your guess is as good as mine.
Yeah, Deluxe 1.
Yeah, just -1 -. That's all you get. Then we get Deluxe Road Pig. Now, I've heard Road Pig before, but I just cannot get it. I think it was like a recolouring, was it, of Groove, maybe?
Could have been. I literally can't remember. I know the name, but I can't remember what the character looks like at all.
Yeah, I something's telling me it's in along that lines of Groove. It's a motorbike. It's definitely a motorbike anyway, I think. Deluxe Lockdown.
So, could that be the Lockdown where we, out the films and whatnot?
They could do. I mean, they're bringing a lot of stuff from different things and stuff, or from different lines. Deluxe Filch.
Filch?
Filch. Filch.
Yeah. I don't know that one.
No idea.
I'm clueless on that one.
I've heard this name before, but I'm not 100% sure on this one either. We have Voyager Ferak.
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 I don't know why. I think it might be from. Oh god! The Cryotech and
right.
A Sound Blaster and all that. So it might be from that type of continuity. I think. I don't know. Don't quote me on it.
Yeah.
Just forget it. I don't know. Clueless.
The leader is Thundertron.
Thundertron. I know that name too.
No,
can't think who.
I know that
looks like.
Transformers Prime, was it Thundertron? But that's already coming.
Okay.
They have Voyager Prime Thundertron, and this is just later Thundertron. So unless it's a recolor, or if there maybe was like an older figure in G1 that was called Thundertron, I'm not sure. It's out of my knowledge. So here's the one here that I'm 100% going to be picking up, and a lot of people are going to be picking up from the Buzzworthy line.
Oh yeah.
It is getting an April 2024 release. It's penciled in for. It is Voyager Origins. Can you guess it?
Good. Starscream.
No. Wheeljack.
Oh, damn it. Oh, Wheeljack. Oh, good.
Yeah, so we're going to get the little box guy that Bumblebee was inside. So I'm glad we're finally getting that there. I'll be interested to see what way it's going to be. I've actually seen some people done customs of the Ironhide mold, turned it into a Wheeljack and stuff, and that didn't look actually too bad. But nope, we're getting a Voyager Origins Wheeljack. The Starscream's coming at some stage, like, let's face it.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
The Tetrajets, they'll do them again, and I would not be surprised if it's just a retool of the Tetrajets we got.
2025, you're in it first.
We're getting Origins Tetrajets. So now
Was there any mention about a Titan class or anything like that for next year?
No, there's actually no Titan. No Titans mentioned.
Wow.
That's an interesting one, definitely. Because I thought they would usually announce it sort of at the end of the year. Because I mean, the last one was
at least one a year.
Yeah.
I think last year, well, this year gone, there was Black Zarak, there was Nemesis,
Metroplex.
I think Guardian came out this year as well, didn't it?
Yeah.
Only in August.
And you get Cybertron Metroplex.
Yeah,
It's like-
Cybertron Metroplex. So you had about 4 different ones in the past year.
Yeah, two new molds.
Yeah.
Cybertron Metroplex and Nemesis. The other two were recolors. So
Yeah, they were.
so there's actually no mention that I can see here, because whenever we're moving on to the studio series, Wave 1, February 2024, Core Class Movieverse, or Movie 5 Mohawk. It's a little motorcycle
Oh, yeah, I know
guy.
which one that is.
Core
Yeah.
Class Movie 6 Rumble.
Movie 6 Rumble.
Trying to think what the movie 6.
Oh, which was movie 6? Is it the one with the knights? Because I didn't watch that. I didn't sit down and watch it.
Revenge of the Fallen, Dark of the Moon.
Rumble. No, last night was number 5, wasn't it?
Yeah, that would be Bumblebee, is it?
The Bumblebee.
Yeah.
I don't remember Rumble in Bumblebee.
I don't really remember unless I had a wee quick flash scene at the start.
Possibly. Yeah,
Uh,
possibly.
getting deluxe movie 7 Wheeljack.
Oh, yeah.
So that'll
That's
be that
good.
Wheeljack, the van. Deluxe movie 7 Scorponok. So that'll just be probably a retool of the original movie. First Scorponok, slightly updated probably. We're getting a Voyager 86 scrap heap.
Oh,
That's going to be another Junkion. By the looks of it. We're getting a
is that
Voyager.
a van? Like a van or tank or truck or something?
I'm not quite sure what scrap heap. Because I initially thought, didn't we already get him? And then I remembered it was junk heap we got.
Yeah.
So they just so many Junkions, but they're really, really cool. I like them. I like their color scheme, and they're all
Yeah, I
so
do.
mad and different. We're getting a Voyager War for Cybertron Starscream. So that's the gamer. That'll be the gamer edition Starscream. So
Yeah. It was a nice figure that too.
Yeah.
Well, not nice model.
yeah, it was. I quite like the games. The designs for them. The jet. I'd love to get a Jetfire from it too. Really would love a Jetfire.
Jetfire. Didn't it look a bit like Urays or something like that? If I remember rightly.
Aye, fairly similar.
Yeah. Was pretty similar. I used to like the level with Vortex and Blast Off, and you teamed up as, Bridgicus and whatnot.
Mm.
They were my favourite levels.
Yeah.
Oh, and then Grimlock. Grimlock never used to stay in Dinobot mode,
Yeah.
dinosaur mode too long, which always used to annoy me.
Yeah. We have to be getting something wrong here, because now the leader for that line is movie 6 Megatron.
Movie 6. So that's the.
So it couldn't be Bumblebee, could it? But then no, because movie 7 is Wheeljack and Scorponok, and that was Rise of the Beast.
So movie 6, which is movie 6 then? It's got to be.
It has to be. It has to be Bumblebee.
It's
and
gotta
then
be,
The
hasn't it?
Last Night is 5. Age of Extinction's 4. Dark of the Moon's 3. Revenge of the Fallen is 2.
I don't think we saw Megatron in Bumblebee, did we?
No. Oh, at the very start. Was he not?
Very start.
The very start.
I remember Shockwave and Soundwave and Starscream and a few Seekers.
Yeah, I
Don't
can't remember
Megatron.
straight off. But then, no, I don't think he was, because was the whole thing not that he was on Earth already? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he did show up.
Yeah,
I have to watch. It's been a while since I watched Bumblebee, so
Yeah, didn't they try and do the story so it was like Megatron was already on Earth, but yeah, it was like how Bumblebee got to Earth.
yeah.
It was one of them, wasn't it? How
Okay.
and then obviously that, but kind of like gets shot to
Right.
pieces, doesn't it? With the new Rise of the Beast.
Yeah. Well, we don't have much longer, like February 2024, so I would say you'll start getting images of it, I would say, before Christmas.
Oh, easily, yeah.
So Wave 2, which is penciled in for April 2024, we have Core Movieverse 6 Starscream.
Ah, okay.
So you're going to get a Bumblebee movie, I'm assuming that is, of
Yeah, it's gotta be, hasn't
Starscream. Yeah. So there'll be a Thundercracker and Skywarp and who else? And then we're getting a deluxe War for Cybertron Sideswipe. So-
War for Cybertron. Oh.
Yeah. So it's more
That was the
Gameverse.
one before it, wasn't it? Before Fall of Cybertron, yeah.
Yeah.
I
And
remember
then
that.
we get Deluxe Movieverse 6 Sunstreaker. So that'll be...
Oh, nice.
It has to be Bumblebee then, because all them guys sort of showed up, I think, at the beginning.
Yeah.
We have Deluxe 86 Nah, which is a repackage of the ones we already got. Voyager Movie 6 Shockwave. So that's a Voyager. And then the leader for this one is 86 Swoop. To complete my
Leader class
Dinobots.
Oh, yeah. Because all the other Dinobots have been leader class, haven't they?
Yeah. A lot of people are making or leaning towards rumor wise that he's going to come with all the missing weapons for the rest of the Dinobots, and that's what's going to make him the leader size. Because he's actually the smallest Dinobot of the 5 of them.
Yeah, he is. Yeah. Oh,
So-
that would make sense. Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that, well, that's what the rumors are, and that would be okay with me. Or a flight stand. You need to come with a flight stand. That'd be cool. Just so we could pose him in dino mode.
Yeah, that would be good.
Wave 3, August 2024, and this is a very light wave. So we've got Core Class 86 Steeljaw. So that'll go with the blaster. That'll be a welcome addition. Deluxe War for Cybertron Decepticon Infantry. It's going to be a recolor of probably Barricade or something like that. I can't see it getting a whole new figure for something that unless they're putting that in as a placeholder just name. Then we have Voyager Movieverse 6 Skywarp. Go figure, you got Starscream, and now you're getting Skywarp, didn't we? No, that was a War for Cybertron. So this is a Voyager Skywarp, which you're obviously going to get then Starscream and Blitzwing and the Blitzwing that was not Starscream. Then
Can't find that.
yeah,
I know what you mean.
completely coloured like Starscream. Wave
Blitzwing. Yeah, that was it.
Wave 4, December 2024 is going to be Core Class Movieverse 6 Frenzy, so it's going to be recall of the Rumble.
Yeah.
We have Deluxe HM Megatron. HM.
It's him. I don't have no idea.
I have
HM
no
Megatron.
idea. Absolutely zero idea. Deluxe Next Gen Bumblebee.
Next Gen Bumblebee.
Again, pass. Unless they're going to come out with something.
Again, Bumblebee. Just
Yeah,
say Bumblebee.
Yeah, Bumblebee. Yeah. Voyager, War for Cybertron, Ratchet. So you'll get an Ironhide there as well, like so.
Yeah.
And the leader is 86 Springer.
Oh.
I can't remember, was the other Springer that we've already got, was he a Voyager or was he a leader class? I can't remember.
Was he? I thought it was Deluxe. Was he Deluxe?
No, I think he was at least a Voyager. I'm looking at him up there. He's tall and
Must have
everybody
been a
else.
Voyager, yeah. So that could be maybe a retool of what you've got, maybe? I don't know.
See, I'm quite happy with what I got. Like, it'll probably be more of a repaint or recolor to match the movie colours or something a wee bit closer, but I'm looking at him here and he looks fine to me. They'll have to do something really special there to make me pick that one up.
Buy it. Yeah.
So, then they've got Level A assortment June 2024. Level A assortment movie 8 or OP, Optimus Prime movie 8. So they maybe have something planned for next year. And Level A, I'm guessing it's assortment that's AST 86 Bumblebee, which to me is just probably a recolor of the Earthrise Bumblebee or whatever that we had already. So
more than likely, into it, yeah.
Yeah, I can't see it being anything more extravagant than that. But that's all the stuff that I've gathered so far. Some very, very interesting ones there. Not a lot that I, at this point of talking, that I'm really interested in getting. Myself, personally, there's probably a couple in each of them waves. So, but nothing deep dive, and it's going to be a lot of I'll wait and see what they look like, because if they're just retools and stuff of prior molds, I'm done with that. I'm just done with that sort of stuff, like trying to recolor loads of things. They look like a load of things. It's just
it's just really saving on design, isn't it? You know, it's just
I can see why they're doing it from a business point of view, but I am no longer anyway a completionist. I pick and choose what I'm interested in. That's it. I just do that. I'm at that stage of my collecting.
Do you know what's really interesting is now that we've got, well, when Snarlock gets released as a core class, as a core class, you'll have basically all 5 Dinobots plus Scar, which I'm not classing him as a Dinobot, even though he is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If I'm going off G1, he went to Dinobot. There was only 5.
There was only 5, yeah.
You know what I mean? With all them coming out, we actually all thought we'd end up having recolours of, what was that other Dino combiner that we talked about?
Dino King.
There was nothing mentioned there about Dino King.
That's common. 100% that's common. Like, you look at each of those molds and they are just pre-tools for Dino King. The fact that they included Scar is just 100% now confirmed it that they're doing Dino King, because Scar is from that set, like, not the name, like, but that character and that mold, just that it's going to be Dino King, and it'll possibly be a gift set or something out there, just the recolors of them, I think.
Oh yeah, it could be a gift set, couldn't it? All I'm saying is, like, it wasn't mentioned at all. You know, like then in
on them releases.
So if it is coming, like you say, it's either they're keeping it a secret or they are technically the Rock Lords. Maybe, don't know, maybe. But like over another year or so, you're not going to get Dino King according to that.
Do you know what would really piss me off, really annoy me, if because they haven't announced the HasLab coming up. Deathsaurus is nearly upon us. If they done that as a HasLab, and they released all those characters repainted as Dino King, but you also got the shells, the dinosaur shells that they come with. I would really annoy me.
They'll charge an awful lot for that.
Yeah.
100 odd.
Because they'll already have the actual wee bots, because they'll just be recoloring them. So then they'll come out with the shells, as this whole backing thing, and I just I would be so annoyed. Really, really would annoy me.
Now, that could actually happen because they have been doing a lot with Hasbro Pulse.
Yeah.
Ever since Unicron, you know, like Transformers wise, they've basically done loads.
Yeah. For me, the HasLab has to be something like a Unicron. Something that, you know, isn't going to be mass released. I was surprised when they done Star Saber. I wasn't surprised then that they done Death Source. I sort of thought that's where they're going to go with that because you need the bad guy for him. But to do that with Dino King would definitely be a real, I don't know.
Kick in the pants.
Correct. I was trying to look for the nicest way of putting that, but that's exactly it. That would definitely be.
I'm trying hard this time not to swear. It's a kick in the pants. There we
go.
go.
That's exactly what it would be. Because it would be nice to have the shells and stuff, but to do it that way would be like,
Yeah. I mean, you look at the old core class now and you think to yourself with the Buzzworthy Bumblebee and the core class Optimus Prime coming out with a pack, and you think, like, you're talking, what, is it 35 quid for them two in a pack now with trailer and roller and a couple of other things? So, I mean, they could do that, like you said, but it's just that there's no mention of that at all in the scheduled releases.
Yeah.
So either they're going to add that to it, or they're keeping it a secret to stick it on HasLab, like you said.
That's
which is possible.
It is very possible.
If they're very smart Hasbro, which let's be honest, they are quite smart in the long run, they'll listen to the fan base, and the fan base has said nothing but they're going to do Dino King.
Yeah. So it's
and they'll just go, okay, well, yeah, they know we're going to do Dino King, so we'll just stick it as a HasLab.
Yeah, and we'll give them the shells, and that's what the thing. Because that would like, I am really hoping for someone like Landcross, because he would be awesome. If they done him right, because each speed bot can combine with another one and become 3. So it starts off with 6, then they can all combine into like double up into 3 other bots, and then you can combine the whole lot into a big combiner. That there would be really good as a HasLab, like, and I think it would sell out. Like, or not that they can sell it, but I mean it would be backed in no time. But anyway, I am worrying that the next HasLab is going to be Dino King, and it's going to come with the shells, which is going to be disappointing for me because I don't know. I think it's a very lazy thing to do because you already have all the wee molds done, but because it's niche. And the way that Victory Saber and Death Source have been done, that's looking very, very highly likely.
Yeah, it will actually come off like that. It really could.
Yeah. But anyway, let's not get down into that too much. We will go on to our nerd topic for the month. And I've sort of been gathering a wee bit for this. I think where it really went for me, obviously we're talking about the potential, like, for me, a decline in the MCU, I think, from where they were before pre-2020, I think, leading up to Endgame and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's fair to say that the stuff that they have been releasing now isn't as good. Like, some of them are still good, but the thing that really got to me was Secret Wars. I don't know whether you've watched that. I unfortunately have watched that.
I've seen clips on YouTube, so I know what happens in it.
Well, if you know what happens, then I would highly recommend not watching it because it's just, it doesn't capture you the way that the original movies did. And I think Marvel always have this thing with series. They don't do so well with the TV series, I think, but their movies were always really, really good. They were always breaking records and stuff. They were smashing the box offices. They always done it better than DC, and I think that the TV series for DC were a lot better. They just seem to do opposites to each other.
It was very strange,
but I've been looking into it, and it has, a lot of fans are saying that there's a lot of indications that it's starting to lose its appeal, even in the box office. The decline due to disappointing box office results, obviously. The the subpar characters that they're bringing in. I mean, they've got rid of the big names. They've got rid of Robert Downey Jr., the Captain America, Iron Man.
Yeah.
There's a lot of push that Thor is going to be going out of it very shortly too. Like, so you're losing Chris Hemsworth there. They've lost Black Widow, so Scarlett Johansson's out of it and stuff. So they've had all these big names that really attracted a lot of people, and let's face it, they're all good actors and actresses in their own right.
Of course, yeah.
So I think now with the characters that they're doing, it's all the lesser characters. Obviously, they've established the MCU. They've got all the names out there. They brought the big names to attract all the attention to start with. Now they're sort of phasing them out of it, and they're coming in with these other characters. Obviously, Falcon has become Captain America, which I was actually alright with, but they've done it now nearly with a lot of characters. Black Widow, they've done it with... Well, they've got Miss Marvel coming in through now as well. I think The Marvels is coming out, the movie. But
Yes,
I watched the Miss Marvel series, and it just wasn't as good. I think, would it have been better as a movie? I don't know. Maybe the series just don't capture you as well, I don't think. But personally, that's just me personally speaking. I didn't find it as good. So, we were going into it. So, as leading up to Endgame and stuff, the movies were big box office hits. They were smashing records, routinely shattering the box office records, to be honest. Bringing over billions of dollars. The interest was really, really high. They were attracting people that weren't just comic book followers. They were attracting a lot of new people into the actual franchise itself. DC, let's face it, DC was very envious of them in that regard, I think, for what they were doing. They built up the audiences, they got the intrigue going. They started off with all the well-known characters. You had your Iron Man, you had Thor, you had Captain America, so they brought all that in. They the stories all fell in together easily, meshed. You knew where they were going. You knew they enabled and created the MCU. They made a universe out of it. And each stage led up to the next bit. Each movie seemed to just fit into place. I mean, I have them on a shelf. They're in order to watch. And that, to me, that really made it feel like it's not just this one movie, it's a whole universe. So I think now, as they started post 2020, they've lost all those big characters, and a big thing for me, which I think is a big loss, was the passing of Stan Lee. I believe he had everything sort of up to this new phase sort of already planned out. Alright, maybe not fully fleshed out, but I think now that he's gone and doesn't have the producer sort of side of it to help out and direct them a little bit, I think they've just lost that little bit of what made them really, really good movies. And the stories all mesh together, whereas now all the recent movies that I've watched, they're alright movies in their own rights. The Guardians movie was brilliant. Multiverse of Madness was really good. But Multiverse of Madness led into the Spider-Man movie, No Way Home. So they sort of meshed okay. They seem to fit no problem and stuff. And then you get the Guardians and stuff, and you just don't know where it's going next. Obviously this whole debacle with your man that plays Kang has had this whole big debacle and stuff of what he got involved with. So there's chat of them trying to change it up or recast him, whatever. And I think that's just overshadowed a lot of the stuff. But I think post 2022 now, it's like they've lost focus. They've lost the way they were going, building up the Avengers into Endgame and into Infinity War and then into Endgame. So it was all, you could see it all sort of coming together. Whereas now, I don't know where it's going to. Obviously, the main focus is going to be Kang.
Yeah.
But to me, that's more for people that probably read a lot of the Marvel comics. For people coming into it, they have no idea who Kang is, and you have to watch like all these. You have to watch the Loki series, and you have to watch Ant-Man's movie to get a real feel for Kang and stuff. And for me, he's just not the big character. For me, this one should have been following on, and it should have been leading to Doctor Doom. Personally, I think Doctor Doom should have been the next Thanos.
Yeah.
He may come in there at some point.
Doctor Doom he was probably as clever as Tony Stark, has as much money as Tony Stark.
Yeah.
He could rip off Tony Stark's armor, like I think he did in the comic books anyway, or in the cartoons. And he was near impossible to stop. He was like, he would have been a good character.
Yeah,
it would have been like a side villain. Like how Ultron was like a side villain before you got Thanos.
Yeah.
I think it kind of like went Loki, Ultron, Thanos.
Yeah.
It was like, it's like now you get Kang, but it's not Kang who you're facing, it's several versions of Kang.
Exactly. And it's just...
And each Kang is different to the other, but they're all wanting domination over the multiverse. And it's just like, I'm not sure about it. It's just like, I don't know. I think out of all the series, I would say Loki is probably the best series.
It was, actually, yeah. I will agree with you on that one. I thought Loki was really good. And I'm looking forward to the second season of that.
Yeah, well, I need to get my subscription back for Disney. I got rid of it after watching the first season of Loki. Because I wasn't watching it. Wasn't watching Disney at all.
Yeah.
I was just, it was just sitting there and I was paying, like, yearly for it. And it's just like, what's the point? Just get rid of it.
Yeah.
So, but Loki season 2 is coming on, so I might just get it for, like, a month or whatever and then just get rid of it again. Something like that. I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah. Hey. So that's where the main focus I find is that there's no real structure. There's no real follow on. Like the Avengers was just sort of, as you just said there was just like a stepping stone. They just kept going up and up and up till they got to Thanos. And I think if they had have went maybe Doctor Doom and then lead into Galactus, because they bought back the X-Men franchise, they bought back the Fantastic Four,
brought back Blade.
They brought back Blade. Like, I mean,
yeah.
So there's a lot of I know it's a decline in the MCU, but I know that there's a lot of positive that could still come out of it.
Easily.
I just think that ability to mesh the movies and the series together is just not as good. I mean, bringing a character into the end of a series for 5 minutes or less is not connecting them for me. Like I mean, they done that with Miss Marvel. I think Captain Marvel came in at the end and is like, really? This is you can't count that. Like, I mean, that's not how it's done. I don't know. For me,
there was what was it now? There was a Mickey Take cartoon, and it said how Endgame should have finished, right?
Yeah. And
it was Hulk in ultra destructive mode, and I think he grabbed Thanos and threw him through Thanos' ship and blew it up. Right? Yeah. And I was just like, and where he went the same trajectory as like Captain Marvel did when she flew through it and destroyed it all.
Yeah.
I was like, that would have been good. Hulk against Thanos. Hulk throws him through the ship. Yeah, might have killed him, but there you go.
Yeah.
At least it would have been over. But literally, that's like, everyone wanted Hulk versus Thanos.
Yeah.
And I mean, Thanos is like a proper warrior. He's like a proper fighter, isn't he? So, out of all the Avengers, you'd have Captain America and Thor, and Black Widow, who could take him on, even though Black Widow would, get flaked and that would be it. Because even though she is quick, he is massive, isn't he?
Yeah.
And with Captain America, he could fight Thanos in Endgame.
Yeah.
And his shield had Mjolnir. He just kicked a what out of him. I nearly did it then.
I could see it. It was like right there.
And we got beep. Because he's sitting right there going, oh God, don't do it, John.
Don't do it. Don't say it.
But you know what I mean? He was like a proper fighter. So at the beginning of Infinity War, was it Infinity War or Endgame there? Was it Infinity War? It was Infinity War, wasn't it? So you see at the beginning of Infinity War and Loki says, we have a Hulk, and Hulk comes from nowhere.
Yeah.
Hulk's very, like, he's overpowering Thanos, he's knocking him about and stuff like that, but all of a sudden Thanos just turns it on. He's like a karate master. He just takes him off a bop, 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 and he's knocked him out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you needed Hulk to be in that complete power rage that you see in the cartoons where he like glows green.
Yeah.
To take on Thanos, and that wouldn't affect him. He'd be like, what was that? And they'd probably hit him and throw him and do like a Loki on him or puny Thanos and throw him. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Loki really does not get on with him.
Even though in the cinema you're like, we got Captain America with Thor's hammer, and you got Thor with the lightning and then powering up Iron Man, right? Two great bits in the whole of Endgame. If Hulk was in that scene doing the same thing he did to Loki to Thanos in like proper rage mode, then throwing through the ship like he did with Captain Marvel,
yeah,
how awesome would that scene have been?
Oh yeah, yeah.
However, obviously, then you've got to calm the Hulk down. But that would have been, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but that would have probably been quite interesting. But to say, I was quite happy how they went about it right up to Endgame.
It was still good. Don't get me wrong. It was still good. It was a great entrance for everyone to come through the portals. It was great when Captain America said "Avengers Assemble" and this all started fighting. It was great all the way through.
But I think maybe what they're fearing is how do they top that moment in future
exactly.
Because the other one that a lot of people probably skip over, I do anyway, is the is it the Elementals
Angelina Jolie, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Elementals,
yeah.
Eternals,
that's it.
Eternals. Elementals. They were not Elementals, but they're Eternals.
Eternals, so you've got those in it as well, but since that movie, you've had no real mention of them from that.
No. It got canned, if I remember rightly. Totally panned by the people who watched it, said it wasn't very good.
Yeah.
So it's like, but again, it goes down to the same thing. It's not very good after Endgame.
Exactly, and I think it's nearly like a fatigue after the what Endgame was. I think it's like a real. They're feeling the fatigue of it. I think personally, and I think that's what's affecting the MCU at the minute.
Yeah.
They just need a real turnaround moment. I think it could be as simple as maybe getting Tony Stark back for a bit.
Could be. I'll tell you another good option I would like to see, if I'm being honest. When you get to something like this, where, say, like, the MCU is becoming a little bit stale, with the storylines of Kang and trying to mix it into the series that you get, and the films are not really delivering as good as what you had in the past.
Yeah.
Black Panther 2, Eternals, Shang-Chi. Even though I haven't seen Shang-Chi, I do still fancy watching it, but I don't fancy watching anything else.
Yeah, I would actually recommend watching Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi is probably one of the highlights of the post Endgame. I actually quite like that movie. I think it was actually really well done. It's definitely a highlight anyway.
So what I'm saying is it's like maybe take a step back and go a different route. Marvel Knights would be a good option.
Yeah.
Blade, Ghost Rider, Punisher, Daredevil.
But again,
all in a team.
Are they going to do that first, or are they going to do like they done with the original ones and give them all their separate movies first? Are they going to do a Ghost Rider? Are they going to do a Blade? Are they going to, because that worked first time round with Iron Man, Thor, Captain America, and then they done Avengers and brought them.
It did work that time round, it really did. But then again, that again is time, isn't it? It's time to get that all sorted. It's going to take years to get into the position of doing a Marvel Knights. Like 3, maybe 4, maybe 5 years before you can even get a main movie out with them all in it.
But it worked in the past.
It's lead up, isn't it?
And DC didn't do it that way, and they done their Justice League.
Yeah.
And it didn't take off as well as Avengers did.
No, it didn't. It didn't. You're right.
Cyborg didn't really catch on too well. Flash didn't catch on.
I didn't like Cyborg's design, if I'm being honest. I didn't like it at all. I like it in the cartoons because it's more. I don't know. It looks more like a reflected glass in the movie.
Yeah.
But in the cartoons, he's like a robot.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's weird. It's like a different concept.
Yeah.
The Flash has a really stupid run.
I actually prefer.
I just don't know what that run is.
I prefer the TV series Flash to.
Oh yeah.
The actual universe one, the live action one. I think far better.
Grant Gustin, yeah, he was a great Flash.
Oh,
brilliant Flash.
Very, very, very good. Now, I would definitely, I prefer him 100%. Not even a question.
Yeah.
But anyway, so that was the decline. Before we get further off into the DC bit, that could be another topic for another day. We could discuss the DC universe. But as far as the MCU and decline for me is definitely they are struggling, I think, with connecting up the movies. Just to conclude this and recap it, they're struggling to connect the movies like they did before. They're going with lesser known characters. They've replaced the big names, majority of them, and they're just. I think they're maybe trying to appease some of the comic book people, because there's some bits that I pick up that I've read in comics, that people that haven't read the comics won't pick up on. And okay, it's been a fan service for that, but not everybody gets it. And I think the stories sort of they lack something because of it. When you watch back all the original Avengers movies and stuff like that, like, it was all action. It was great, fun superhero movie, and they are still, to me, they are the best MCU movies. Were the initial ones. So, but like I said, positive note, they have brought back Fantastic Four. They've brought back the X-Men. So yes, go for that. X-Men. I would love to see Magneto and all coming in. Because we've already had Wanda. We all know that Wanda is, in some universes, she's Magneto's daughter. So that'll be interesting. Quicksilver was his son. But they've also brought back Fantastic Four, and although I'm not overly interested in the Fantastic Four heroes, Doctor Doom and Galactus really excite me for future big bads. Because I mean, Doctor Doom went across Spider-Man and X-Men and everything, like, on the cartoons and stuff and comic books. So I think those are good ones to go with. And I think, are they just trying to hold out on them? And they've done Kang first. For me, it could have been a bad step, because if they let the MCU falter now, will it be too late for Doctor Doom or Galactus to come in? That I think, my personal opinion on this is they should have not done Kang next, and they should have done Doctor Doom leading into Galactus.
Yeah.
Personally.
Yeah.
But as I say, a positive note is they could have them coming along in the pipeline.
Could do. Yeah.
So there's still hope for the MCU.
Of course there is. Yeah, definitely.
But
it's just, it's like, I don't know, I'm not excited anymore when a Marvel movie comes out. I think the most excitement I've got is Loki Season 2.
Correct. I'm exactly the same way.
I've got more excitement to put Disney Plus back on and watch that in its entirety, because I loved the first series. The first series was great.
Yeah.
But I just don't think... If they brought out Avengers again, like Avengers 5, it's probably going to be something along the lines of Young Avengers.
Yeah.
And I'm not into the character of She-Hulk and Ironheart and, a couple of others. I'm just Little Miss Marvel and stuff like that. And it's just, I don't know, I have a feeling they would do it good. They would really do it good. And I think they do it justice. I just don't think when it's all said and done, it would have the same pull as Endgame did, or even the very first Avengers movie.
Yeah, I would completely agree with you there, and I think
Yeah.
that's why I think that it's just not as good, and I think it's just sort of on the decline. But we'll just we'll leave it at that, and we'll ask yourselves, the listeners, to maybe post in the comments. And what do you think? Do you agree with this? Do you disagree with this? All comments are welcome, within obviously not abusive ones. But
we'll have to go beep.
Yeah, exactly. We're definitely up for a really healthy discussion. Put it that way.
Yep.
Do you prefer the way the movies are now? Maybe they fit more to your thing, but definitely let us know in the comments section, and we'll get a discussion going. And until next time, guys, stay awesome. And that'll do us for that. We'll just cut that last wee bit, and we will add in now.
You don't need to introduce yourselves again. We'll just do the jokes.
Yeah. So let's see if I can get these up. So before we go, we are going to finish out the series, or close out the episode. We'll just start that again. So before we go, we're going to close out the episode with some jokes. So John, do you want to start? Do you want me to start?
I'll let you start this week, because you let me start the last time. So go on, you start this time.
Okay. So, first joke up. What do Roman emperors cut their hair with?
I don't know. What do Roman emperors cut their hair with?
Little Caesars.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I like that. You've been with my dad joke book again.
I just picked these up randomly throughout the thing. I need to find some more now.
Oh my God. I'll tell you this one first, then after that. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Candice.
Candice who?
Candice Joe get any worse?
That's a real dad joke.
Yeah, sorry. I forgot all about these jokes earlier. I ended up looking through dad jokes on the old internet, and I was like, oh, I've got to put that in. That's like seriously sad. I've got to put that one. Go on, you next.
Right. Here's another one. I have a scary joke about math, but I am too squared to say it.
Oh my God. I like it. Too square. Are you hearing, listeners? We need help with jokes.
Yeah. We need more jokes in the comments section.
We need more jokes. Alright, okay. I've got one. Did you hear that laughing too loudly is illegal in Hawaii? They only permit aloha.
I've never heard that. Well, that's actually that's a new one for me. Oh, well, let's see. Now, we get no comments in the last episode for any jokes to try and beat us, so we'll ask again in this one, and let's see if we can get any really good / let's face it, bad dad jokes in the comments. We maybe highlight it for next episode if it does come up. But I think we'll leave it there for this month. Again, if you have any input for the nerd topic, if you have any input, if you haven't seen episode 1, go back and listen to that one. And if you have any input for that nerd topic, definitely would be much welcome. Be great to get a discussion going. But until next time, guys, stay awesome.